Baking from scratch can be tricky, and trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes, but here's what I've learned along the way. Butter is one of the most common baking ingredients, and it can be used in a variety of temperatures. I know that it's easy to grab butter right from the refrigerator, but using room temperature butter, if the recipe calls for it, is crucial to its success. Don't take any shortcuts and use the form of butter that the recipe calls for. On the subject of room temperature, sometimes recipes also call for room temperature eggs, sour cream, or milk, so make sure you take the time to bring them to room temperature first. It's crucial to the recipe's success to have the proper room temperature ingredients. No matter what your skill level, it's important to take the time to read the whole recipe before beginning. Understanding all of the ingredients and all the steps will prevent you from a possible recipe failure. Set yourself up for a recipe success by measuring and laying out all of your ingredients beforehand. This ensures you won't miss any ingredients by mistake. Some baking recipes move quickly, and you don't want anything slowing you down. Baking is a science, and there are different measuring methods for each ingredient. Understand how to measure each ingredient properly. If you don't have one already, I highly recommend a kitchen scale for the most accurate measurements. Another kitchen tool that I highly recommend is an oven thermometer to ensure that your oven is at the proper temperature. Sometimes what your oven reads could be slightly off, so it's always best to double check with an oven thermometer. I know you're excited about what's baking, but don't open the oven door during the baking process. This lets in cold air. Instead, use the oven light if you want to take a peek. If a cookie recipe calls for chilling the cookie dough, it's important to take the time to do so. Chilled cookie dough will help the cookie keep its shape while baking. And as a bonus, cold cookie dough is much easier to handle. And my final tip is for when you're storing cookies. Store them in a closed container with a piece of bread. The cookies will absorb all of the bread's moisture and stay extra soft. Nobody wants a recipe failure. Take your time and go the extra mile. Using these baking tips will make all the difference.